Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys here for today's video. Today I am doing some more winter canning. I am doing a couple of soups, stews, whatever you want to call it. This first one is a vegetable beef soup. This is a very popular soup in my house. I've been making this for years and my family loves it. But this is the second time I will be canning it, and it's really good to have on the shelf because when it's done, you just pop open a jar and heat it all the way through, make some cornbread or something to go with it, and it's super quick and super easy and always super delicious. So I don't have a recipe to link down in the description because this is just something that I've been making for a long time, and I will tell you what I put in it. I start with some ground beef and potatoes. I usually will boil those together and cook the potatoes through and cook the ground beef through before I add the rest of my ingredients. But since I'm canning this, I'm going to cook my ground beef all the way through and then add all of the ingredients. Just heat it up a little bit, just enough to make it warm to put in the jar so that I can put warm jars into a warm canner. So here I am getting ready to fry my ground beef. I do always season my ground beef no matter what I'm making with a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. And so that's what I'm going to do here. I'm adding this is an 8-quart jar. And so, it's not jar, excuse me, an 8-quart pot. And so I'm adding 2 pounds of ground beef. I cut up a 3-pound bag of Yukon Gold potatoes. And then I'm going to add 2 12-ounce bags of frozen green beans, 2 12-ounce bags of frozen carrots, 1 12-ounce bag of chopped onion, 1 12-ounce bag of whole kernel corn. And then I use a large, I think it's 100-ounce, I can't remember, can of tomato juice. You can use, homegrown can, what am I trying to say, tomatoes if you want to, but I like the already processed from the grocery store can of tomato juice. And so I'm just going to put all of this together. You can do peas if you would like. I don't like peas, so I always use green beans in place of peas, but really you can add any kind of vegetable to this that you want. These just happen to be my favorite. So I'm going to get all this going in the pot. Once I put my tomato juice in there, I add water to the tomato juice can to kind of rinse it out and use the remnants of what's in the can and fill the pot up to the top with water. And then I do have a recipe that I can link for the season blend that I use. I get that off of Pinterest, and so I'm going to put that together. You'll see me do that, and I will link that in the recipe below. I do end up using the whole bowl. I don't think that I did it on camera using the whole bowl. I think I added like a couple of tablespoons at first, but then I go back and I do add the whole bowl and then heat it through and then get it in the jars and get it processed. So I get 7 quart-sized jars out of this pot of soup. There was just a little bit left in the bottom of the pot that we enjoyed eating. But I'm going to put these in the canner. I'm going to process them for 90 minutes because it does have meat in it. So once it comes up to pressure, I set everything and process for 90 minutes. Let the canner come to a complete, not a complete, but almost a complete cool. Get those out and let them sit on the counter for at least 24 hours. And then these are ready. The biggest reason that I was doing these type of meals in today's video is because my daughter-in-law just had a second baby. She's had her second granddaughter, and they are on maternity leave. And so I'm trying to give them some meals that are easy to just pop open and heat up on those busy or afternoons when they're tired or just, want something easy for dinner. So now I'm getting started on some white chicken chili to can, and I'll be canning these in pint jars because I'm not a fan of white chicken chili, and so I don't ever eat this. And so this will be good for my husband, my daughter, my son and daughter-in-law. They can just grab a jar, take it for lunch, or grab a couple of jars if they want to do a dinner instead. So that's why I'm doing pints. Right now I'm getting my chicken ready. I am roasting my chicken in the oven. I am just getting chicken breast into my little pot here, and then I'm going to put a little bit of chicken bouillon, salt and pepper, and then cover it with water and throw that in the oven. I cook it for probably about at 400 for about an hour because I want it to be super tender so that I can do this to get the chicken shredded up, and then I'm going to add the chicken and broth and everything to the pot. Now, I have already soaked some navy beans. Navy beans, and I soaked them overnight, and then I boiled them for 30 minutes, and that is what is in this pot already. I'm adding my chicken and some more water to the pot. The recipe for this, I am actually tripling. I will leave it down below. It is more or less just a guide for me on this day because I did not have cumin. And really, cumin is the only thing this recipe calls for. So I'm going to show you what I add here in just a few minutes, but I will link the video that kind of gave me the inspiration down below. Right now I'm adding 2 jars of green chilies from the grocery store, and then I added a jar of my home canned jalapenos to this. And then here's when I am start adding my seasoned mixes. Did not have cumin, so I'm going to add some chili powder. I think I did a couple of tablespoons of chili powder, and then I had some homegrown basil, homegrown cilantro, and homegrown, what was it, parsley, that you're going to see here in a minute. I just kind of pulverize it between my hands, and then I add this to the pot. I heated this all the way through. I did cook it because this was going to be dinner for my husband on this evening, and he really liked it, but he thought it needed some garlic, and so I added some. You'll see here in just a little bit. I add some minced garlic to it, and he said that was a lot better. Also, I added salt and pepper. And so I get this heated all the way through. It's actually already ready to eat because, like I said, my husband had it for dinner. Then I'm going to get this into pint jars. I think I ended up with, I want to say 13 or 14 pint jars. And then these I process for 75 minutes. It does have the meat in it. And for pint jars, you do 75. So these get processed for 75. They smell so good. This turned out, I mean, as far as look and smell, it was perfect. And then my husband said after the garlic, it was a lot better. So give this recipe a try. I think you'll enjoy it too.
I have walked through the darkest valley. I was lost, couldn't find my way. But then I heard him from within, he who died for my sins. He spoke my name, then I saw his face. Yes, I've seen his eternal glory. I felt his hand when I was astray. I never knew until then what his love truly meant. I was lost, but now I'm found by his grace. By his grace. His grace, I've been saved by the grace of my Lord. By his grace, I've been saved by the grace of my Lord. He is the Lamb and he is the shepherd. The burning flame within my soul. The fire in my heart. He is my joy, he is my song. He is right when all is wrong. He's my savior and the light in the dark. Oh, I know I'm on a long and arduous journey. It is a narrow and a winding path.
So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you'll give these recipes a try. And if you love canning, I promise you'll be very happy to have these on your canning shelf. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love for you to subscribe, comment, share videos, do all those things. It does help my channel out a whole lot. And I appreciate you guys so much. Until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.